Now I want to do a quick video on the Lelit control center. It's quite a hard thing to explain in writing. If we point here, this is the control center. I believe it's an OLED display made by Bianca, and it's actually just a display. The intelligence is in the box inside the machine I talked about earlier on my internal tour. So to access it, it is fairly simple. What it's showing at the moment is that it's a 94 degrees target. That's the setting for the brew boiler. It's not the actual temperature, just the setting for it. Now, if I press the plus button once, it shows the steam boiler temperature. If I press it again, it shows the actual brew temperature. And you saw it flicker to 95. It depends on the scanning of the video, of course. So I press it once and press it again, and you get the actual temperature, which is the actual temperature is the same as the preset. If we press the minus, you get a little tool, and that little spanner says you can now change something, and when it goes, it just resets back to normal. So let's press the little spanner. I can change the brew temperature by going up to 97, which obviously is too high, or back down to 93. And if I leave it, it'll suddenly come up 93, the spanner will disappear, and now my target temperature is set to 93. Let's press minus again and put that back to 94. Now if I wait till it stops flashing, I can now carry on scrolling through parameters by pressing the minus button, and then it'll bring me back to the beginning. So let's show you what those parameters are. So the first one is the steam boiler temperature. It's set to 125. You could set it to 127 or 123. The second parameter down is whether the steam boiler is on or off. If I press let's just go back there. If I press the next parameter, whether it's on or off. Now I have to press plus first before I can press minus, because otherwise it'll just go to the next parameter. So I can either have it on or I can have it off. Let's turn it back on. The next parameter, pressing minus, is whether I display in centigrade or Fahrenheit. Using plus, it flashes. I now press plus again, it's Fahrenheit, or minus while it's flashing, it's centigrade. Stop flashing, so now I press minus, it'll move me to the next function. Now this is your pre-infusion function. Pre-infusion, time on. Now you can see it's set for 3 seconds. Yeah, you can set it for 2 seconds, 3, 4, 5 seconds on, and up to 20 seconds off. And then the time off is set to 5. We'll leave it at that. So it's set for, I think it was 3 seconds on and 5 seconds off. And this is what it does. Right, this is the on time. 1, 2, 3 seconds on, then 5 seconds off, and she's back on again running normally. And this now is just the shot timer counting the overall time of the shot. So you can have up to 20 seconds on time, and you can have up to, I think, probably 20 seconds off. I've not tried. And this gives you an electronic infusion, runs the pump, pauses, restarts the pump until you eventually decide to lower the lever and start the shot. After that function, we move down, keep pressing the minus, and you've got your little moon symbol. Now what this is whether you have a standby function. You can change the standby time. It reduces, I think, to 70 degrees. This is a 60-minute standby. This is a 90-minute standby. And this is a 120-minute standby time, 180, and so it goes on. I think it's European law they have to have it. Me personally, I would say I'm not particularly keen on having the machine turn off, because when you get back, even if it's gone down to 70 degrees, to be honest, the group's gone a bit cold and you still need to warm it up maybe for 10 minutes or so. probably in the modern day and age it's better to use a Wemo timer or some sort of sophisticated timer or even internet control on a wall switch, because this button here is a true latching on-off switch. So really it'll run fine on these sorts of timers. Moving down the functions here, keep pressing minus, we pass the standby or sleep function, and here we get to this is the number of shots. It's just a shot counter. Again, something not hugely of interest to me personally. And after that, this returns you back to the beginning.